You gotta learn to say no and to prioritize your own needs and goals. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Neha, and today we're going to be diving into how to master your time. I currently have a job in media and I'm still training to become a professional. At the same time, I'm also going to college to become a dietitian and nutritionist, all while trying to become a fit girl and growing this community of hustlers online here on YouTube. I'm going to tell you how I managed to do it all. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more content like this. Okay, without further ado, let's get into it. Chapter number 1 is about planning effectively. The first step in mastering time management is effective planning and prioritizing. I use a combination of digital and physical planners to keep track of everything. At the start of each week, I list out all my tasks and deadlines in Apple Reminders. Then I prioritize them based on urgency and importance using the Eisenhower matrix. This is the Eisenhower matrix. It's a very handy-dandy tool that you can use to divide your tasks based on what is important and urgent versus what is not. Once I divided all my tasks based on the Eisenhower matrix, I put them in my planner. On to chapter number 2. Are your goals even realistic? Setting realistic goals is crucial. It's easy to get overwhelmed if you set the bar too high. Your body will release the stress hormone, causing you to feel less motivated and more physically drained. I follow the SMART goal framework to set goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let me give you some examples. By the end of this quarter, I want to unlock this calisthenics move called an L-sit, and I want to be able to hold it for at least 5 seconds. And I know that sounds pathetic, but try doing an L-sit. It will humble you, seriously. To be able to do an L-sit eventually, I need to practice the following progressions. Here's a list of them on the screen. Sorry, I can't film this video in one piece, so that's why you keep seeing me in different places. For content creation, I will post one long-form video on YouTube each week and one short-form video each day. And I already brainstormed and I made this whole list of content ideas for long-form videos as well as short-form videos, so stay tuned for that and subscribe if you haven't already. For college and to become a dietitian and nutritionist, I will pass at least 2 exams in college this quarter. I will dedicate at least 8 hours each week to studying. I like to use this method of goal setting every single month and or quarter. I break down my goals into more smaller, manageable tasks. This way I can track my progress and stay motivated without getting overwhelmed and stressed out. The more specific your goals are, the better. On to chapter number 3, eat the frog. Once you wake up in the morning, it's easy to take the path of least resistance. Doing the opposite will get you the best results. Look at your planner and find the most difficult and most time and energy consuming task there is and do it first thing in the morning. I know you will hate it at first, but it will actually set you up to be so much more productive throughout the rest of the day. My personal frog is working out. I personally like to work out in the morning before going to work because it makes your body release endorphins, happy hormones, which will put you in a better and more concentrated state of mind for the rest of the day. I am so much more productive after a workout. I know it's hard, but the more you push yourself to eat that frog, the more you want to keep doing it. Trust me on that. There's actually a book about this called Eat the Frog, and I will link it in the description box down below. Again, it's an affiliate link, so I will earn a commission with each purchase. Chapter number 4. Discipline is the key to success. You have to commit to the grind, the hustle, and stop procrastinating. Consistency is key, but it's also the hardest part. Here are just a few tips to help you stay motivated and consistent. My first tip for you is to find an accountability buddy or a group and share your goals and progress with them. I personally have You Hustlers to keep me accountable, but there's actually plenty of groups on Facebook, any other social media platform, Reddit, that can keep you accountable and help you achieve your goals. And some members of those groups actually have some really good tips to share. My second tip for you is to use apps and tools that keep you on track. I like using reminders on my iPhone and also on my Apple Watch. I have an Apple Watch right here, and it definitely helps me stay on track. I also like using this tool that I just found out about from one of our coaches at work. It's called futureme.org. You can write a letter to your future self. I recently wrote my future self in 3 months a letter about what I will have achieved at that time. I wrote it in present tense, kind of manifesting my goals. I do this every quarter of the year. You can do it every month or every year, whatever suits you. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just think it's a really cool tool. My third tip for you guys is to use the 2-minute rule. Most of the time, the hardest part to get yourself to actually do shit is to just get started doing it. For me, just putting on my workout clothes and taking my pre-workout will put me in that workout flow. I don't really focus on having to do the whole workout. I just get dressed, get fueled, and the rest will just come automatically. And my last tip is to reward yourself for completing tasks. It could be something simple like a break, a treat, or an episode of your favorite show, or some bubble tea at your favorite cafe. On to chapter number 5, learn to say no. This one's a hard one. It definitely takes some time to learn to set boundaries and respect yourself more and just say no to people's faces, you know? Sometimes there's just a lot of stuff being thrown your way, from working overtime to getting an invite to hang out with that old friend that you don't really vibe with anymore. You gotta learn to say no and to prioritize your own needs and goals. Sometimes my mom calls me and she's like, "Oh, Neha, you need to come visit every weekend, the whole weekend." And I'm like, you know, she means well. She just wants to know how I'm doing and what's going on in my life, but the weekend is my only free time and my time to create content for you guys. So, you know, I love her, and I will just tell her that I will visit on a Friday evening, but not the whole weekend. I know it's hard, but you will thank yourself, and the realest friends and relatives will understand and stick around. It's a good way to filter out those that don't really matter and don't really have your back. Know what I'm saying? Chapter number 6 is the last chapter. It's the most important one. Your highest priority is to take care of yourself. Block out time to rest, plan your meals, track how much water you drink. Once you're busy and in the flow, it's really easy to forget to eat and drink enough. Self-care is a priority. Usually I plan self-care and me time first before I plan anything else in my calendar. At first, skipping self-care and me time may seem okay, but in the end it will actually be counterproductive. I personally can't properly focus my attention on tasks when I haven't slept and or eaten well. One of my goals is to become stronger and healthier, and this is definitely my top priority. So yeah, that's how I managed to do it all. Balancing work, fitness, content creation, and health can definitely be challenging, but with the right strategies, it's definitely doable. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more tips and insights. If you have any more useful tips, please share them in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!